All right, before I get on to some of the other shit that I want to talk about, I'm going to read this first email that I got from somebody. And it's titled Anger, Not Hitting. It said, Dear Bill, I watched 2 of your specials recently on Netflix. While you are a very funny guy. Now, this is when you know some criticism is coming your way. Anytime somebody, I'm not saying you're not a good guy. While you are a very funny guy, and most of the stuff is great, I really need to point out your bit about violence against women has a major flaw. Well, thank you, person who never did stand-up. Please, by all means, help me fix my jokes. There's no doubt there are plenty of reasons a man could be angry with a woman. So there is a reason for that. But there really is no reason and no excuse for hitting. My ex nearly murdered me because I didn't want to be with him anymore and told him he needed to move out of my house. I paid for entirely mine alone. I never laid a hand on him nor even thought of it. I spent a week in intensive care. So you can see how I might think that you could amend that bit to say there are reasons for anger, not hitting. All right. Now, for those of you who aren't stand-up comedians, this right here is a reoccurring email that will go on throughout your entire fucking career. And this is what I find. First of all, at no point did I say anybody should hit a woman. I never said that. I said, when they say there's no reasons to hit a woman, I presented scenario. I just said, look, there's plenty of reasons to do it. You just don't do it. That was the joke. Repeat, the joke. Capital J-Oak. Joke. And this is what I find about people who get offended. And she was cool or whatever, obviously, you know. This is what I find about people who send me emails like this. All right? Obese people get offended by jokes about obesity. You know, women who've been fucking beaten by some piece of shit guy get offended about the hitting women joke. All right? Fucking, I don't know. People who fly, pilots get offended by my shit about talking shit about pilots. But this is what I find. Pilots never get offended by the obese material. Obese people never get offended by the hitting women thing. The dog lovers who get offended by the adopted dog, rescue dog bit, never get offended by the starving child jokes. See what I'm saying? Well, I understand if you don't. Let me try to explain it a little better. I'm just saying, this fucking lady sat through 2 of my specials. So the first special, okay, she watches. I don't fucking talk about hitting women. So that's an hour right there. She sat through, laughed her fucking tits off, had a great time. And then she sits through about 40, 45 minutes of the next one. And everything's fucking fine. And everything's funny and everything's just a joke as I'm just going through one topic after another that's offending the fuck out of everybody who's in that group. And then it comes around to some shit that's in her neighborhood. And then all of a sudden I have to start making like amends to bits. I need to tweak it a little bit because of her fucking personal experience. I have to tweak it because of her personal experience. And then all of a sudden, what I'm saying is not a joke anymore. It's more of a statement. And I'm more like, you know. I mean, earlier in this podcast, I advocated these terrorists go into a fucking gated community. Do you think I really want them to do that? Yeah. No, I don't. But just maybe light some firecrackers off underneath their limo. Just something. Some sort of small payback.